So, now that you're here,
You can cut the mysterious hacker crap and actually tell us what's going on.
I wasn't talking to you. But that's correct. I know you don't trust me. I know more often than not you treat me like a common creep.
Wait, are you talking to Selby now, or are you still talking to me?
Selby?
That's her nickname for me.
Because I saw you as someone who was confused and needed help.
Well, thanks. Because I am, in a way. And your parents hope to alleviate some of that confusion. And I need your help.
Sora and Eddie the Serpent?
What do you want with them?
Selby.
Stop saying that! Salvatore!
Shut up and listen. I was friends with your parents. I heard them mention the Phoenix in Reality 1, so I went to see them in Reality 2. And by the way, Tori looked so cute when you were taken to that Phoenix. And I met them in Reality 3.
Phoenix. Like the one you constantly showed and talked about?
Weird. My parents never told me about something like that. How can you be sure they did?
What the? How did you get that?
Well, I just took the opportunity. Then from Reality 3 to Reality 10, I've constantly tried and failed to save them in a way the universe would want me to. I've, seen them
Oh?
multiple times. But let's move past that, because I have a lot to say. So here we go. I'm a simple nightingale that was coincidentally selected by the gods to make sure time, space, and reality are as they're supposed to be. I was chosen for a universe that was doomed to be a constant fiery hell. I went to work immediately, using my given powers to be discreet.
So that's how you were able to turn into a human.
Yeah. Here's a short summary of my experiences with you. Reality 1, I find your parents talking about how they traveled the entire world to save you from your own anatomy as best as they could. They said they went to a Phoenix that Addie knew. Reality 2, I traveled to the past and see them giving you to the Phoenix. She healed you as best as she could, which was lucky considering you are the only one of your kind. Basilisk.
You know my last name?
Yes, but I was referring to your species.
Oh. Sorry.
Realities 3 through 10. On the way back, your parents were constantly getting attacked by a mongoose cult, one that's been residing in the southeast side of Silverstone. You know them as the Mongrels, a mongoose cult.
I hate those guys. I have never run into them, but Tori said she did.
New info! This reality is getting closer to peace already. So, what happened?
I cry when I pee.
Oh, wow, that's so embarrassing. Doesn't have anything to do with that mongrel story.
Unfortunately, it does.
I've only told Salvatore I went to the southeast side to see if there was actually a cult there, like many have said. I learned the hard way that it was true. They chloroformed me and trapped me in that same bubble you saved Salvatore from.
Which reminds me, why did you create that wrong tune for me so I could get captured by a cult? Did save me?
To prove that I could.
Anyway, they were using the magic of the Silverstone gems to try a ritual on me. I was told that the cults would need the ultimate hydration to prepare themselves for that ritual. So I lied to them, saying my urine was just that. Everyone drank it at once. They were all knocked out. Maybe even worse. It serves them right for what they tried to do to me, and I learned that I had that ability when I was 5 and peed into a small pond. First time I went outside. Apparently it's a natural ability for me alongside petrification and fire breathing.
Well, thanks, but I've been telling you, or at the very least hinting, that if any situation like that ever happens again, just use petrification.
I know I can't do it yet.
Okay, new info, even closer to peace.
Can you continue that list, please?
Reality 11. I save your parents the right way. Flawless, perfect, no mistakes. Been nice to Mama Sora and otherwise to Daddy Eddie. I watched the reality from there until I found it had another problem. Until it did, and it involved Salvi over there.
Alright, can you stop? Wait, what do you mean, me?
Reality 12 through 25. Many countless vile exits from the two of you. I apologize if you feel disgusted by what I'm about to say, considering how you get iced, but every time you two get caught by the Mongols a second time, Snaky Boy over there turns a suicidal type of brave and sacrifices himself to the mongrels so Tori can escape. Reality 26 through 30. I tried to officially meet you for the first time, but Slither some stupid either tackles me down to the ground, ignores me, tells you to ignore me, or accidentally meets his doom, also leading to yours. Reality 31 through 73. I find out that as much as I hate Salvatore, he is just as important as you and your family. You've been friends for such a long time, after all. It makes sense that he'd be so overprotective of you. Attached like he's a loving.
No, we're just friends. We're just friends.
Yeah.
Don't get so embarrassed. I was just joking. Anyway, I find out I could hack using my powers and went to your phone to warn you, and here we are, after 150 some odd tries. So, here I am, explaining all of this to you again. And I am so tired of doing this. Okay. I'm going home now. You can too. I checked. The Mongols won't stop you. You can process everything that's happened. I'll stop hacking your videos, but when there's an emergency, I'll send a riddle to you via text, which I already know. And I'll write down mine. Here you go. And goodbye.
I don't know if I trust this.
I don't either. But I have a feeling that even though he's a blunt arse, he's telling the truth.